Leaving Tampa for Charlotte looks simple on paper. No hurricanes, lower prices, quieter life. But here's the thing, moves aren't made on paper. I live in Charlotte and I regularly work with people who are making this move. And these are the 7 things Tampa transplants don't always see coming. So let's start with the first one. Wildlife is different, not gone. Let's just say it. Florida's wildlife is wild. Alligators in marshlands, alligators on golf courses, alligators where you really weren't expecting to see alligators. And mosquitoes are so aggressive that the only way to enjoy the outdoors is from the indoors or inside a screened-in porch. That is a non-negotiable. And those giant iguanas, they look like they should be paying property tax. Charlotte is not that. We have wildlife, it's just the cute kind. But Charlotte is growing so fast that the constant construction and with all the trees getting cleared and the neighborhoods are expanding so fast, when that happens, the animals don't get the memo and they don't have anywhere to relocate. So they end up in our backyard. So one morning around 6 a.m., I was about to let my little Cheagle Oliver into the backyard, and I always knock on the back door first just to scare off any squirrels, raccoons, or whatever else might be lurking in my backyard. But for some reason that morning I paused. I don't know why, I just paused. And as I looked out into the distance, I saw this beautiful red fox scrambling to get out of my fence. It was trying to get through or jump back over. I mean, it must have heard me jiggle the handle or something. And for a second, I was like, am I hallucinating this fox? But it jumped over and it was gone. And for once, I was very glad I didn't just let my little terrorist run through the backyard because he is fearless. But, he was fine. The fox is fine, I think. But that's Charlotte's wildlife. It can surprise you, it can make you smile, and sometimes it has you grabbing for your phone because honestly, pictures, or it didn't happen. You'll see deer crossings, pastures with cows just off the side of the road, turtles sunning themselves near lakes. And if you love hiking, just be sure to check you and your dog for ticks. But you know what you won't see? Gators swimming in your local lake. And if that was the case, you would never catch me in a lake again. And you know what? Storms also show up differently here too. Number 2, hurricanes. Relief, but not immunity. Charlotte doesn't take direct hurricane hits like Tampa, and the mental relief is real, but you're not preparing for storm surges, you're not evacuating. You're not wondering if your entire neighborhood is about to flood overnight, but the weather still matters here. When hurricanes push inland, we feel it differently. I mean, it usually looks more like heavy multi-rain days, wind that takes down the trees, power outages, and the insurance is changing. After the flooding in Western Carolina, rates are rising, flood maps are being reassessed, and the carriers are tightening up. It's still generally less extreme than Florida, but assuming inland means immune would be a mistake. Storms shape how homes are built, they shape insurance costs, and they shape buyers' decisions, which leads right into how neighborhoods are structured. Number 3, HOAs and how neighborhoods work. HOAs are very normal here, especially in the suburbs, newer developments, master planned communities. You have lawn rules, parking rules, rental restrictions. This is all very standard in Charlotte. Charlotte has fewer condos than Tampa, and they have far more single-family homes. Suburbs are doing most of the heavy lifting. It's more neighborhood streets and driveways than high-rise living near water. Homes still move quickly, but understanding the neighborhood culture, not just the price, matters way more than people realize, which is going to bring us to money. Number 4, cost of living. Cheaper, not cheap. Yes, Charlotte is typically more affordable than Tampa. You'll often save on home prices depending on the area, property taxes, which maybe not for long for Florida, insurance, though that's shifting, but don't romanticize it. Charlotte isn't a half the price situation. Restaurants add up, gas adds up. You're probably driving more. Florida is AC almost all year, but Charlotte is AC in the summer and heat in the winter. So for many people, it balances out over the year, but it doesn't always feel predictable month to month. Charlotte can absolutely make financial sense, but it's not a loophole. And that leads us into something people don't always want to think about. Number 5, beach, energy versus landlocked living. This is the part that most people don't fully calculate. Tampa has water, but it's built into the daily life. It's not just vacation, it's just there. Sun sets over the Gulf, salt in the air. last-minute beach days. Charlotte doesn't really have that. You trade ocean access, coastal air, the constant water presence for lakes, trees, 4 real seasons, mountains, and beaches just a few hours away. Some people feel more grounded here, and others don't realize how much the water regulated their mood until it's gone. Neither is wrong, but if daily ocean access is part of your identity, you may want to think seriously about whether Charlotte or somewhere like Wilmington makes more sense. And even if that ends up being the case, please feel free to reach out to me. If it's outside of an area I serve, I'm going to connect you with an incredible agent in that part of North Carolina. The goal isn't to push you here, it's to help you land in the right place. Number 6, housing maintenance, different pressure. Florida homes take a beating. Salt air wears down hardware. Exterior finishes age faster. Moisture is constant. While we're not contending with the coastal air in Charlotte, we have our own maintenance realities. Big trees mean leaves in the gutter. Storms mean you have to pay attention to the roof. Seasonal temperatures swing, meaning your HVAC system works year-round, and clay-heavy soil can shift foundations over time. Homes here generally hold up well, but you still have to stay on top of them, and that's gonna bring us to daily life. Number 7, traffic and daily stress. Charlotte traffic isn't Tampa traffic. You're not dealing with beach congestion or waves of tourists, but people drive here. It's faster, it's kind of aggressive, and you know what? Sometimes it's kind of scary. There are real bottlenecks, and if you live on the wrong side of town from your job, you're gonna feel it. 15 minutes can turn into 40 depending on timing and location, and at least once a week, you're gonna find yourself saying, where did these people learn how to drive? You won't be dealing with beach congestion, but you will learn very quickly that choosing the right side of town can make or break your commute. Charlotte can work beautifully for the right person in the right area, but you can't get the full picture from just one video. So before you make any moves, watch my Charlotte pros and cons video next. And if you want help figuring out which neighborhood actually fits your life, take the area quiz down below. I'm Inga, your real estate bestie, and I will see ya in the next one. Bye.